Hey everyone! We understand that the idea of meeting with a licensed agent can be both exciting and nerve-wracking. While it's essential to speak with a licensed agent to get more information, figuring out who to trust can be the most challenging part, especially if you're unsure of what to expect.
Now, we get that it can be very overwhelming with so many online annuity experts, financial advisors, and coaches sharing all sorts of conflicting information. Often it leads and adds to only confusion. While this video is to cut through all the noise and to show you how you can achieve real, long-lasting results.
We will also give you clarity on what we expect and what you can expect before and during your appointment, so there are no surprises.
Now, we've heard from our viewers that they've had so many bad experiences, spending countless days and weeks, months researching annuities.
And that is why we created our 5-step all-set process to help you avoid common mistakes in retirement planning and purchasing annuities. Our 5-step process is to learn the terminology, understand the design and purpose of each annuity, interview the agent, have an expert match your purpose with the right annuity, and discuss the best strategies, and finally, read and understand an illustration.
And this process is designed to simplify all the confusing annuity jargon and information, providing you with clear education and complete transparency. It will help you be more efficient, effective, and progressive. We guarantee that by following our process, your annuity experience will be positive and rewarding rather than a negative one.
If you just booked an appointment with us, we want to first thank you for supporting our channel and our team, and we look forward to our appointment with you.
Now, here's what you can expect on your first 2 appointments. The requirement for your initial phone call is first watching this video. This will allow us to focus on the more important questions during that phone call.
Your initial 15 to 20 minute phone call, if you didn't already have one, will be from one of our team members. They will ask you some important questions to make sure you qualify and to see if we are a good fit for each other.
If you qualify and we believe you're a good fit, a second face-to-face or Zoom appointment will be scheduled with me or one of our top representatives whom we've trained. We'll begin by reviewing the answers you provided during the initial phone call to customize the presentation to your specific needs. This approach ensures that you won't experience rigid, generic presentations that typical salespeople will give you. We will also discuss the annuity workbook that will be emailed to you as well.
Here's an important reminder to ensure your face-to-face or Zoom appointment isn't canceled. If you're unable to attend, we require at least 2 days' notice, except in the case of an unexpected health emergency. This allows us to offer the opportunity to others who may wish to meet with us sooner.
And unfortunately, notifying us just the day of or the day before will not show respect for our time or our clients, as it can be too late for us to find someone else who could have met with us. Please remember that some individuals have been waiting for an appointment just like you for 1 or 2 weeks or even longer. We value your time and we hope you extend that same courtesy to us.
Especially since we do not charge for our time.
Exactly.
Our team will call you again as your appointment approaches to confirm that you can attend and that you have watched all 4 playlists. Yes, all 4. This way, we can meet, we can dive right into strategies rather than being stuck on the basic ABCs.
And to be clear, if we don't hear back from you, we will give your time slot to someone else, and we may not reschedule you. Additionally, if you haven't completed our 4 playlist, which will be apparent during the meeting, we will have to cancel your appointment and reschedule it.
Once again, this is to ensure mutual respect for each other's time. We aim to provide you with the highest level of training when you come in, rather than covering the basics that you could have learned by watching the videos. We are usually booked out for over 1 to 2 weeks, so if we need to reschedule you, you may have to wait another 1 to 2 weeks or longer to get back in.
What you can also expect is our undivided attention, and all we ask is that you do the same. So don't be driving, working during the meeting, or multitasking. Yes, we're saying that from experience. Also, be ready to use your Zoom on your computer or tablet, unless you're coming in office.
Yes, not your phone. Our goal is to educate you through our 5-step all-set process, walking you through our annuity workbook and websites that are just too small for your phone.
Also, be ready to test your Zoom audio and video on your computer or tablet so that any technical errors do not take away time from your session.
You can see through our Google reviews that we are known to be educators rather than salespeople who merely give a few quotes with some brief explanations in hopes that you can make a purchase.
We will prove this through our annuity Annuity workbook that is attached to your email if you already booked a in-person or a Zoom meeting. The workbook will walk you through the best methodical and natural progression in buying an annuity. You can use this workbook to take notes while watching the required playlist 1 through 4 before our meeting.
We will also be using this workbook during the appointment to review the videos and answer any questions you may have.
The most important takeaway from these playlists and the workbook is getting to know your story and goals.
We will then combine your story with the best annuity, but you need to let us know 2 things after watching the 4 playlists.
Yes, please write these down. 1, which of the 5 types of annuities are you most interested in?
And 2, if you're looking for a hybrid pension, which of the 5 types of lifetime income riders makes the most sense for your situation? This educational process is through our 4 playlists we created. Watching all 4 playlists are crucial since this is a paradigm shift we have to make in our minds.
See, for the past 40 years, the investment industry has done a great job misleading us, promoting the idea that investment income is the best strategy for retirement, while offering little to no discussion about hybrid pensions or their benefits.
I know this is what we've all been taught from the beginning of our investment journey. But Kai, relying on investment income has really only been around since the 1980s, right?
Good point, Ann. Well, before we discovered hybrid pensions, we, like everyone else, spent our 20s and 30s investing heavily in real estate and stock market for retirement. We constantly worry about monitoring our investments and whether our stock market funds will be doing well.
Or if we would have a difficult tenant or experience periods of no income due to vacancies. What no one explained to us is that before the 1980s, not a single person retired with a 401k.
That's true. I mean, the 401k word was not even in the dictionary.
Yeah. Everyone typically had 1 or even 2 annuities, your Social Security and a pension. Most retirees maintain a similar income to their working salary without depending on the stock market or real estate earnings.
You mentioned a good point. Pensions and Social Security, they are annuities. They're not like an annuity, they are annuities.
When Ks were created in the 1980s, it was your job to go find an insurance company to transfer your 401k into a pension. And then in the 1990s, you had an option of a traditional pension or a hybrid pension.
Yes, because of what we've all been taught these last 40 years, making this paradigm shift does not happen overnight or just with 1 or 2 videos. This is why we made these 4 playlists to help guide you through our 5-step all-step process. We've made so many clients happy by making this paradigm shift, as you can see through our Google reviews.
This shift in thought from investment income to pension income has created this peace of mind and ease that our clients have been looking for, giving them the opportunity to enjoy true financial freedom and mental freedom in retirement.
Yes, the financial freedom to enjoy all those vacations, hobbies, and time with kids and grandkids.
Now, Kai, while most people are willing to watch all 4 playlists, some may think we're being excessive and believe it's unnecessary to watch so many videos to make a decision. Can you explain why watching all 4 playlists is beneficial for them?
Well, Ann, do you remember before we started this channel, we would spend at least 10 to 15 hours per person just providing basic education on what annuities are before we can even get to the core solution?
Yeah. And now they only need to spend maybe 3.5 hours watching our playlists, as opposed to listening to you lecture for 10 hours.
Wow. Okay, well, anyway, in over 2 decades of running this business, we've observed that while clients are eager to meet with us after the initial appointment or 2, they often spend countless hours and weeks doing even more research, which leads to increased confusion.
It's like trying to learn math without following any specific order.
Additionally, clients frequently encounter conflicting information from various salespeople and financial advisors, resulting in what we call information paralysis. In some cases, this prevents them from purchasing an annuity altogether. In others, they end up buying the wrong annuity and they literally regret their decision.
Kai, that reminds me of a client named Betty that regretted her decision.
Yes, and as a matter of fact, we created a video explaining why she purchased such a lousy annuity. Betty's video is actually included in our first playlist. This video, along with the next one, introduces the 5 all-step process and explains how we integrated this process with our 4 playlist. Let's take a quick preview at our playlist.
The first playlist will establish a solid foundation to ensure you aren't taken advantage of by any agent or advisor. It will help you learn essential vocabulary and terminology, the 5 types of annuities, including hybrid pensions, the pros and cons of each, and which type of annuity aligns with your goals. These videos will also provide you with questions to ask when interviewing your agent.
Yes, this choice of the right agent can really make or break a good annuity, right, Ann?
That's precisely why it's important to know who you're hiring. With the right agent, you can identify the best type of annuity for you and combine it with the unique strategies we've taught our agents.
My favorite video in that playlist is the video that discusses the best age to buy an annuity and the time value of money, which no college or investment courses has or will ever teach us. And what would you say is one of our clients' most asked question, either in the beginning or the end of the research?
Do I really need an annuity? Is there something better?
That's right.
Well, that's why we created our second most important playlist to better understand hybrid pensions. This playlist will help compare investing in the stock market or real estate versus hybrid pensions.
You'll see in our popular Susan and Joe video that discusses the common 4% rule and how that made Susan thousands of dollars, yet Joe almost went bankrupt.
One of my favorite videos is the bucket video because financial institutions have misled about the correct bucket strategies all these years.
Yes, that video really ties in nicely with comparing all available passive income strategies as well.
And once you've laid the foundation with terminologies, concepts, and if annuities and hybrid pensions are right for you, then you'll want to watch our third playlist, which will dive deeper into our famous staging strategy, our laddering out versus in strategy, and learning how to find and compare the best hybrid pensions and annuities.
Next, you should read the fine print and also what's not printed.
What's not printed?
Well, have you never heard of the phrase, read in between the lines? That's why in the fourth playlist, we focus on what's not easily understood in the contracts, addressing annuity scams and scenarios that are nearly scams.
And the last video is the most frequently asked question. I've even asked this question when I first heard about hybrid pensions, and that's what happens to my annuity if the insurance company goes bankrupt?
Yes, we get that question 99% of the time in almost every single appointment.
We do. We hope you can see that you should only begin looking at an illustration after completing steps 1 through 4.
Otherwise, you will not fully understand what you're looking at and how to make the comparisons. And when you meet with us, we want our videos and workbooks to give you the clear understanding of what to expect from us compared to what you might expect in working with others. And wouldn't you agree that anyone can technically sell an annuity?
Absolutely. But how can our viewers tell the difference between someone who genuinely cares versus someone who's merely trying to sell an annuity?
Well, annuity salespeople typically won't focus much on strategies. Instead, they concentrate merely on numbers. When we refer to strategies, we mean approaches like laddering out versus in, staging and laddering combo, RMD strategies, long-term care strategies, and minimizing tax strategies, all tailored to your specific situation. Additionally, we don't just focus on the typical payouts of 6 to 9%. We also teach how to maximize contractual lifetime guarantee payouts of 10% to 20%.
Exactly. Our appointment involves more than just learning about annuities or hybrid pensions. Some of you might not require lifetime guaranteed payouts, and another strategy may be a better fit for your needs. However, understanding hybrid pensions in comparison to other annuities will expand your knowledge. We believe the more knowledge you possess, the more empowered you will be to make the right decisions.
And that's why I want to emphasize the importance of watching all the videos in our 4 playlist. So I'll pose this final question. Who wants to be taken advantage of? Do you? Of course not. Then studying all of these videos in our 4 playlists will ensure that no one, not even us, can intentionally or unintentionally mislead you.
Lastly, unless you've discussed this with our team or us, please ensure that anyone you would like to share ideas with, whether it's your spouse, significant other, child, or friend, make sure they watch these videos and is also present with you for the first meeting.
Now, we understand that many of you have one researcher and decision maker. However, unless approved by our managers or us, we require that person to be present. If they are not, we will need to cancel and reschedule the meeting.
And no, this is not a high-pressure timeshare presentation.
And as you can see through our process, why would we have that if our goal is to sell you right away? This is why we have our 5-step all-step process.
However, you'll notice that there is a lot of new vocabulary and concepts to learn, making it difficult to relay that information back to your family or friends.
And to your point, this larger learning curve is really due to the unfamiliar vocabulary and concept. It's almost like learning a new language while you're trying to understand the 5 major types of annuities and the 5 main types of income riders.
Yes, we kindly ask that you respect our time just as we respect yours. We recently had a client who loved our channel and watched the videos, but he booked an appointment without his wife. And even though he had been the decision maker for 30 years, when it came time to purchase the annuity, his wife intervened, saying she never heard of a hybrid pension, asking who we were and why he couldn't just find someone local.
Yes, this is exactly what we mean. Unless your family or friends generally don't care about what you're doing and who you're doing business with, it's really best to have them present and watch these playlists.
Otherwise, we risk wasting everyone's time. Trust is not only about the information you share with them, it's also about them understanding why they can trust us and our process. If you've already been approved for a face-to-face or a Zoom appointment with us, you should have in your email our 4-step annuity and hybrid pension playlist. You can also go to our channel, click playlists, and look for those 4 playlists. Again, it'll also be in the description below. You will notice that we not only provide you with our undivided attention, but Kai and his top agents will also dedicate themselves wholeheartedly to educating you.
Yes, we don't just sell our leads to random agents. Anyone that talks to you has been vetted and trained by Ann and me personally and have been taught our style and process.
We also encourage you to go to our Google review page and see all those who we have helped, just like you.
So to have the best experience, it's just a matter of coming in open-minded, willing to do the homework, and following our process.
And whether you decide to work with us or not, we hope to exceed your expectations during your experience with us.
And in case you're the eager beaver type, we have the 4 playlists up right here on the screen to have you get on the fast track now.
We're excited to work with you. See you soon.